Practically everything in our modern lives requires a password, an access code, and heaven forbid that you forget that password, that access code, because technically you are locked out of all your personal information, among other things. Now, you could say, well, you can use your fingerprint, but if your fingers are dirty because you ate too many Cheetos and now they're orange, you still have to remember your access code. Or you can use your face, but since I don't have one of those, it doesn't work for me. One of those times that I forgot my password, I even had to take my computer to the store and they had to do a complete format of the computer so that I could type in a new password. The most stressing thing in an already stressing situation is that your personal gadgets pass judgment on you and deny you access to your personal information. In his letter to the Romans, Paul was writing to a community in which people were desperately searching for those passwords and access code that will grant them access to God. Some thought that obedience to law, submissive obedience to law and authorities was the way. Others thought that social virtues were the key. And still others tried to crack the access code to God by the breadth of their philosophical knowledge. So in that context, Paul's astonishing claim is that there's only one password that we need to remember: Jesus Christ. And suddenly, with that simple password, 2 words, we flip the tortilla around. We turn the tables, the picture is reversed. Because it's not that we are striving to attain God's mercy, it is that God sends Jesus to enact the mercy that God has intended from the beginning of time. It is not our initiative, it is God's initiative to reach out to us, to connect with us, to be in relationship with us. And grace is not only the activity of God in Jesus Christ. Grace is our dwelling place. Yes, even now, in this very moment, in this situation, grace is our dwelling place, a grace in which we stand. Can you feel the solid ground beneath your feet? Everything around you, you are surrounded by God's grace. The grace that reaches out to include everyone. Paul says, this grace in which we stand. God's goodness to us surrounds us and upholds us and defines who we are. It is the grace that we extend to others what defines who we are. It is the grace with which we live and go through the most difficult of situations, those times of trial, those times when we feel judgment is being passed on us because suddenly we forgot the password, we forgot the access code, and then we feel we're left out. God is reaching out and bringing us together and calling us to enter into this space of grace and let love and compassion shape who we are. Our lives are shaped because this is what grace is. It's a gift, and our lives are shaped by a gift that we can never achieve. We can never deserve or repay. It is an undeserving gift. The only way we can respond to God's gift is to receive it, to enter into that space, that dwelling place of grace, and say yes to God. Well, there is a second part to the sermon, but I want to leave this first piece with you, and I invite you to read the text, to spend time reading and praying over our text for this Sunday, Romans 5 verses 1 through 8. And I'll see you Sunday 10 a.m. The link for our worship service, it's following this video, and where you can watch and connect through Facebook as well. God bless you. See you soon.